Good morning students, welcome to online class. Today I am going to give the revision from the history part, unit 7, anti-colonial movements and the birth of nationalism. Okay, anti-colonial movements and the birth of nationalism lesson. 2 marks alone I am going to give the revision. Okay, yes. Children, first question, how are the peasant uprising in British India classified? Many uprisings in the sense revolt. Okay, uprisings in the sense, what is the meaning? Revolt or rebellion. Okay, many revolts broke out in India against the British government. Okay, so what are the types are there? Yes, what are the types of rebellion? What are the categories are there? Yes, what are the categories of the rebellion? That's the question. Okay, how they were classified the revolt. Okay, children. Yes. So this is the question. How are the peasant uprisings in India, in British India classified? Okay, answer is, it is given in the page number 75. Okay, page number 75 is, it is given, children, under that 7.1, the answer is there. Okay, there were nearly 100% uprisings. 100 in the 100% uprisings. Peasants in the sense farmers. Okay, farmer. Okay, uprising in the sense revolt. Yes, there were nearly 100% revolts during the British rule. Okay, so they can be classified into the following categories. Under that, 4 categories are given. Under that 4 categories only rebellions were broke out against British rule. Okay, yes. So, what are the things are given? Yes, that one we are going to check, children, now. So, under the 4 categories are given. Okay, first category is restorative rebellion. Yes, restorative rebellion. That is the first category. Okay, then second category, religious movements. Okay, third category, social banditry. Yes, the last one, mass insurrection. Okay, the first category is restorative rebellions. What is meant by restorative? Is to restore or bring back. Okay, to restore or bring back. That is the restorative mean. Okay, restorative, otherwise bring back the old orders, traditions, social customs. Okay, so that one have to bring back. For that people agitated against the British government. Yes, that is called as restorative rebellion. Yes, what is meant by restorative rebellion? Agitation of this type relates to attempts to restore old order and old social relations. Restore in the sense, need to bring back the same customs, traditions of Indians. Okay, so that's what, they fought against, the Indians fought against the British government. Okay, children. Yes, the second one, religious movements. Yes, what is meant by religious movements in the sense? Such agitations. Okay, agitation in the sense, what is that? Fight. Okay, such agitations were led by religious leaders. So, religious movements led by religious leaders who fought for the liberation of the local people, otherwise local population, by restructuring the society on certain religious principles. Okay, so by using certain religious principles, they were going to restructure the society. Okay, so that's what, they were conducted, the religious movements, who were conducted under the leadership of religious leaders. Under the leadership of religious leaders, religious movements were conducted against the British government. Okay, yes. Then third one is social banditry. What is mean by banditry? Robbery. Banditry in the sense, what is the meaning? Robbery, social robbery. So this type of the leaders here, the that social banditry leaders of such movements were considered as criminal by the British government. British government considered these leaders of the social banditry movement as criminal. Okay, but at the same time, traditional elite in the sense traditional people, okay, they were considered them as heroes or champions, okay, champions of their cause. Okay, so this is the thing, children. Social banditry in the sense banditry, robbery. Yes, robbery. So this type of the leaders were considered as criminals by the British government. At the same time, they were considered as heroes by the traditional people of India. Okay. The next, what is given in the sense, mass insurrection. Yes, mass insurrection in the sense, here in this type of the agitation, there was no leader as well as it was a spontaneous uprising. Mass insurrection, what is the meaning? A violent revolt. Yes, a violent insurrection. What is the meaning in the sense? A violent revolt or uprising. Yes, or uprising. Violent revolt or uprising. Uprising in the sense revolt, but here there was no leader, but who are the leaders of the meeting in the sense, this type of the fight against the British in the sense, people, mass, a group of people. Okay, so that's a thing, children. Okay, so first one, restorative rebellion. Second one, religious movements. Then third one is social banditry. Fourth one is mass insurrection. Okay, yes, the first one I told you, restorative rebellion in the sense, to restore the old orders, to restore the old customs. Restore in the sense, bring back. That's the meaning. Second one, religious movements. Under the leadership of religious leaders, this movement was led against the British government. Okay. Then third one, social banditry. Banditry in the sense, robbery. Okay, robbery. So this here leaders were considered as a criminal by the British government. At the same time, they were considered as the heroes by the traditional people of India. Okay, the last one, mass insurrection. What is meant by insurrection? The revolt. Otherwise, we can tell uprising, violent revolt. Like that also we can tell. Okay, here usually no leaders. There was no leaders under the leadership of the people. Yes, all the people, they were agitated against the British government for a common cause. Okay, so that's the thing, children. The next, what is given in the sense, what is given, second question, name the territories annexed by the British under the doctrine of lapse. So what are the places was captured by the British under the doctrine of lapse? What is mean by doctrine of lapse? For example, if the king has no child, in the sense, he should not adopt any child, yes, from others. Okay, so that's the main thing of the doctrine of lapse. So finally, that after the death of that particular king as well as his wife, the property, everything that were property in the sense, their fort, okay, their fort, everything, it will be moved to British hands. Okay, so that is the doctrine of lapse. So, who are the people affected, who are the kings affected, that's a thing. Okay, name the territories annexed. Annexed in the sense, what is the meaning? Captured. Okay, yes. Then answer is Sadara. Yes, mainly the Hindu states. Okay, even though they had an ally in the sense friendship. They had a friendship with the British, even though they were annexed by the British government through the doctrine of lapse policy. Yes, doctrine of lapse policy, who introduced in the sense, Lord Dalhousie. Lord Dalhousie introduced the doctrine of lapse. Okay, so mainly Hindu states were suffered. Who are the Hindu states? We can see, children. Okay, Sadara. Okay, Sadara, Sambalpur. Yes, then parts of Punjab, Jhansi, Nagpur. So these are the territories, otherwise these are the places where annexed in the sense captured. Okay, captured by the British through the doctrine of lapse. Okay, yes. So what are the other? What are the places? Mainly the Hindu states like that I said, Sadara, Sambalpur, parts of Punjab, Jhansi, as well as Nagpur. So these are the places where captured, annexed in the sense captured by the British. Yes, by the British through the doctrine of lapse. Okay, yes, the next one. Next one, what is given in the sense? Third question. What do you mean by drain of wealth? What do you mean by drain of wealth? Yes, so what is that in the sense? It is not given in the book. So that's what we made you to mark in the guide. Guide answer you have to follow like that we told children. Okay, if you have guide, you can take it. Yes, you can take it, the lesson, take it. Then it is given there. What do you mean by drain of wealth? Like that it is given, children. You can check it. Okay, the point wise they are given. Okay, yes, one of the most significant contributions of early Indian nationalists was the formulation of an economic critique of colonialism. Yes, colonialism in the sense colonies, okay, acquiring and maintaining the colonies for exploitation. The British people followed the policy of colonialism. Okay, what is mean by colonialism is acquiring in the sense getting and maintaining the colonies for exploitation in order to exploit the wealth of the particular area. Okay, so they were maintained that particular area, they were maintained the particular colony. Yes, so that's a colonialism. Here the Indian nationalists, yes, Indian nationalists, they were formed the critics, economic critic of colonialism. So what is that? What was the problem? Yes, what was the problem in colonialism? Everything who found out in the sense Indian nationalist. Okay, what is that in the sense? In the lower classes itself we might have learned, I think so. India, before 1947, nearly 1600 onwards, India was under the control of the British. So from here only they used to that they used to get all the raw materials, and then they are getting and then they were manufactured with the help of the same materials, they were manufactured. Yes, manufactured everything, they were selling to the same area in the sense from where they got that raw material, in that same area only they were sold their commodities, finished products also. Okay, so here it was given, see, it is given India was economically subjugated. What is meant by subjugated in the sense? It was under the control of British. Okay, so India was economically under the control of British, and moreover it transformed, yes, it transformed its raw materials to the British industries as a supplier, So India was under the control of the British. Okay, economically it was under the control of the British. That's what it transformed its raw materials, to the British industries. Okay, yes. At the same time, simultaneously, what is the meaning? At the same time, it became a marketplace. Just before I told the finished products, manufactured products, everything, finished goods and commodities, everything, they sold into the Indian market. Yes, in India. Okay, in India only they were sold. That's what India became a market. India became a marketplace of British goods. So who got a benefit in the sense? English people got a benefit. English government got a benefit. See, simultaneously in the sense at the same time, India became a market to dump. Yes. So here only they were stored. English manufactured goods, everything, they were dumped. Dump in the sense, yes, they were stored, they were kept here, and for the investment of British capital. Yes, in order to get the profit. Yes. So India, in order to get the profit, the British people made India as their market. Okay, as their market. Then, so the colonial economy was a continuous transfer of, so here what is given in the sense, India, continuously transfer its resources from India to Britain without any favorable returns back. Okay, so India did not get any profit for that. Okay, India became a market. Moreover, it is giving its raw materials to the British industries, transformed the raw materials to the British industries. So this is called as India did, but it did not, India did not get any benefit. No. So this is called as drain of wealth theory. Drain of wealth theory. So India was acted as a marketplace. Moreover, it was transformed its raw materials to the British industries, but it did not gain anything. So that is called as drain of wealth theory. Okay. Yes. The next what is given in the sense, highlight the objectives in the sense aim of the home rule movement. Yes. So home rule movement. Who led in India in the sense, who was the founder in the sense, who was the founder? Mrs. Annie Besant. Yes, Mrs. Annie Besant only. She was the founder of home rule movement in India. Okay, so we can check the answer, children. To attain, what are the objectives of the home rule movement? Where it is given, children. Okay, you can check it. To attain self-government. To attain self-government within the British Empire by using constitutional means. Okay, so they were considered as some moderates. Okay, moderates, usually through the petitions only they can claim everything from the British rule. Okay, so in order to attain the self-government within the British Empire by using constitutional means. By using the constitution, by using the direct method, we have to get the self-government from the Britain. So that was the main aim of this home rule movement. Second one, what is given? To getting. Okay, so in order to get the dominion status. Okay, so what is mean by dominion status? So you people knows very well, I think so, children. Dominion status. In order to get the dominion status, what is meant by dominion status? In the sovereignty. Yes, dominion status, what is the meaning? Sovereignty. In order to getting the sovereignty, a political position accorded later to Australia, Canada, South Africa and New Zealand. Yes, this is the second one. Then third one is to use non-violent constitutional methods. So by using not violent method, non-violent constitutional methods to achieve their goals. So what was their goal? They have to gain the self-government from the British rule, but it should be in the constitutional, through the non-violent constitutional methods, through the non-violent. Okay, so without taking the sword, they have to get the independent like that. Yes, they were taught. Yes, home rule movement members. Okay, otherwise founders. Okay. Yes, the next one what is given? Yes, next one what is given in the sense 5 answer is summarize the essence of the Lucknow Pact. Yes, you know very well, children, when you learned that timeline, you had learned, I think so, Lucknow Pact, which year in the sense 1916 it was signed. Yes, 1916 it was signed, is it? So Lucknow Pact. Okay, so what is the answer? We can check. Under the Lucknow Pact in the year 1916, the Congress as well as the Muslim League agreed, they were accepted that there should be a self-government in India as soon as possible. So you know very well, as we know, we got independence only in the year 1947. Yes. So, but last lesson also I told you people, 1799 Kattapaman was murdered or he was killed. Is it 1716 onward, 1600 itself they came into India. It's that time itself Indians, Indians were fought against the British rule. Okay. Yes, so 1916, what was their decision under by using the Lucknow Pact? Congress people as well as the Muslim League leaders, both of them agreed. Yes, as soon as possible we should get the independence. Yes, like that. In return, the Congress leadership, accepted what they were accepted. Congress leaders accepted the concept of separate electorate for Muslims. So for Muslims, we have to allot the separate constituency. What is meant by constituency? Tohudi. Okay, so for the Muslims population, we have to allot the separate electorate. Like that, who decided? Congress leadership accepted. Yes, so these are the things are given under the Lucknow Pact. So in the year Lucknow Pact, which year it was signed? 1916 it was signed. The Congress as well as the Muslim League agreed. Both of them agreed. Soon we have to get the independence from the British hands. Second point, the Congress leadership, they were accepted the concept of separate electorate for the Muslims. What is meant by separate electorate? Separate constituencies for Muslims. Okay, so this much only, children. In the next class, so this class, we revised 5 2 marks. In the next class, 2 essays I will explain, children. Okay, in the next class we can meet, children. Thank you.